What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy the Fever Man, and we back with another video. This video is just gonna be a little different this time. It's about 6:59 a.m. right now. It's pretty early. Couldn't really sleep, so get down into the shop and do some work. And I guess for today's project, it's gonna be this Banshee that we got right here. Yes, sir. Let me show y'all what's going on with it, but ain't nothing too major. Just gonna throw a couple parts on there, a few parts on there, tune it up a little bit, show you a few things that I learned about a Banshee, and you know, a couple things that you might not find on the internet and that people might not tell you, and what I've learned through experience. So I'm gonna tap in with y'all. I'm gonna bring these bikes out, and we're gonna go from there. All right. Right here that we got is a 2004 Yamaha Banshee 350, of course, you already know. And let's just take a walk around. Y'all can tell by the naked eye, I mean, this Banshee ain't stock at all. Of course, everybody that get a Banshee, you know, they throw their parts on there, they do whatever they want to it. So let's see what we got on here. When you look at it, of course, you got the Toomey T5s on there. You know, people run Toomeys, FMS, Pro Circuits, whatever they like. Take the seat off. Show y'all just a little bit of the setup that we got going on. You know, we got the pod filters on there. Of course, we got the 28mm carbs on there. V-Force reeds. Of course, that's the Athena head right there, with the dome. And you know, a whole bunch of little stuff that you might notice on this thing. Taurus, delete. You know, everybody that got the Banshee, they do their own little personal touches to it. So you might see a couple things on this bike that looks familiar. Some of it might look a little bit different. You know, of course, it's got adjustable timing plate. It's got a lot of little stuff on there just to make it hit a little bit better. So I said I'm gonna be throwing a couple parts on here. Really, we're throwing a few parts on this thing. So let me show you these parts real fast. Let me show you what we got going on. Let me just run down the line with it. First, we got the clutch kit. You know, you gotta change out them clutches. You're gonna get to your clutches, put a new gasket in there. Save you a lot of time and trouble. Got us some Yamabond. You know, probably need this somewhere down the line. It's good to have it. Exhaust springs and gaskets, you know, freshen those up a little bit. So let's move to the intake side. You already see we're running the pod filters, but we're gonna shorten those down a little bit. I don't know what length those are, but these ones are a little bit shorter. These ones are about 4-inch long, 2-inch diameter. So we got pod filters. Stock Banshee, right? Stock Banshees, they have, on their intakes, they have a crossover tube. This right here, let me show you. This is essentially like a billet crossover tube. So crossover tube is built inside of this. So we're gonna slap that on the front of the motor with our intake boots and carbs and see how that performs. Of course, it came with gaskets and whatnot. New intake boots right here. Boom, boom, throw them things on. After the intake boots, of course, is the carbs. We got some jet kits right here if we need to jet anything. What else? And after we get the jetting right, we're gonna take our suction with this tool right here. Yes, sir. We're trying to get this thing dialed in. So we ain't playing around, man. We ain't playing around. So we got a carburetor down, we got a clutch down, the heads is good. We're gonna move on to the cooling system, change out those old crusty, dusty hoses, put some better hoses on here, you know what I'm saying? Open up that flow a little bit. We got to regulate our temperature, so we're gonna go ahead and put one of these, what is this called? Damn, high pressure gauge. Yes sir. You can put one of these high pressure gauges on, and yes sir. We got this brake light. You feel me? Throw a little brake light on there. My boys and them like the wheelie, so probably hold off on this brake light for a little bit until you know, they dial pack with it. All right, so now that I showed you all the parts that's laid down here on the table, I'm gonna start this Banshee up. I'm gonna prop the camera up and let y'all see what's going on. So once I prop this camera up, I'm gonna show you the problem. Get down there in the comments and let me know what you think about that problem. Let me know. I need some input from y'all Banshee on this, all right? So let's go from there. Paint a little scenario for you. Just get a Banshee, pay a good amount of money for it. Say nothing's wrong with it. You don't even check. That's dumb of you. Come back home, try to start it. All right, I failed at that attempt. I didn't do a good job at all, but let me show y'all. So on a Banshee, they got an overflow canister. Let me get this light for you. You see that? This hose right here goes to your overflow canister. On most Banshees, they sit right up in here somewhere. You know, your overflow tube from your radiator, blah, 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 blah. It's deleted on this quad. So when I go to start it, all the coolant that's in the system gets pressurized and dumps right out through that hole. You know, let's follow the trail. You can start seeing all the coolant on the ground. I try to capture it on video. When it runs, it sprays like a damn high pressure hose. All the coolant comes out of here. It's foul, it's bad. You can see it sitting all up in there. So, what I've concluded, and you come up here to the front, you see all the coolant coming out. You're wondering, damn, how's coolant coming out right here? Let's look at that. Let's look at where the coolant is dropping from. So the coolant's dropping straight down. So you're thinking, is it a radiator hose? Because it can't be the radiator. Radiator drops up there. You know, your radiator is right here. You get what I'm saying? So you follow that down, that doesn't really line up too well. But you follow this drippage, follow it up. There goes your lower radiator hose right here. And that's cool, that goes straight to your water pump. That's on there pretty good, not a dripping sight. Follow that up some more. There's another hose, radiator hose. So let's look in there. It's back there with that clamp on it back there that I got the light on. That's all right. So where else could that be coming from? So we're gonna look right here where the spark plugs go. And what do you know? Don't you see a little residual coolant on the head right there? So, see if I can do this. If you look right here, see how that's wiggling? You might be able to see. Let me set you up a little bit better. If you look right in there, you can actually see the coolant running down. You see that? Yeah, that's a good shot right there. You see that? Where is that coming from? Say what? Yes, sir. So that one, you're gonna have two problems there. One, you're leaking coolant. Your coolant and probably drain all your coolant in the first 5 minutes to be gone. Two, if water is getting by, that means air is getting in. So major air leak right there too as well. So I'm gonna start stripping down the head and we're gonna start getting to work. Let's not waste no time, all right? Let's do it. See ya. Adios. Alright, take these carbs out. Alright, these are the pair of carbs I'm talking about. 28 millimeters right here. These ain't your stock carbs. Repeat, these aren't your stock carbs, so these ain't electrons either. Just in case y'all seeing these clear float bowls, like, oh man, they got some electrons in there. Now these ain't electrons. These just some carbs, man, with clear float bowls on them. We getting there, man. We getting there. y'all see that? That don't look good at all, man. This don't look good at all. Your piston should never have some damn coolant in it. So, you know, that could be head gasket as well. This gasket looks pretty good. But we should go ahead and replace that too as well. But yeah, look at that. This whole right side cylinder is just filled with coolant. So, yep, let's continue the process. Okay, so my first thought was inside of these spark plugs, right? There's these domes right here. Let me take this off so I can show you. Yeah, you see these domes? So what I first thought was maybe this seal right here just gone bad, letting coolant by. That still might be the case too as well, so we changed that out. This dome, the seal is still in the head. Yeah, you can see it right down in there. Yes, sir. So, this gaskets that's supposed to go in here. This gaskets that's supposed to go right up in here. So we're gonna replace all those, and that should be good. We gotta replace all these gaskets in this motor, man. Make sure everything's good. So let's continue. Okay, so boom. Cut to putting the head on. I was moving too fast. I didn't get no footage of that, but y'all get the gist. Put new gaskets in there, put new O-rings around the domes in here. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna torque down them bolts eventually. But while I got that already on there, I'm gonna go ahead and move to this. So I showed y'all those overflow systems, and you know, this is a nice little system that's on there already. But you know, we gotta switch it up a little bit. So yeah, I'm gonna remove that setup, and we're gonna put a new setup on there, you feel me? So let's get to it. Alright, so we got the intake boots off, we got the reeds off. Y'all can see down in there. You can see the piston right up there, chilling, looking pretty good. We need to clean off these surfaces, man. Clean off these surfaces. I'm gonna let y'all see what these reeds is talking about. Alright, cool. So we got the gasket surfaces nice and cleaned up. They looking pretty good. I'm gonna take this thread chaser. I'm gonna go through these. Make sure that, you know, these threads are good. I believe it's the right size. I'm gonna get these new reeds on there. The same reeds really, but we're gonna get to work on this. It's actually coming along pretty good. So stay tuned for the process, alright? Technically speaking, we're gonna grab us a reed. First of all, the way it's gonna go on the motor is you're gonna grab you a gasket, boom. You're gonna grab yourself one reed, and then you're gonna grab yourself another gasket, boom, sandwich it, and then this is what we're installing. So this is gonna come in there like that, sandwich onto there like that. Once you got that all sandwiched up, top off the sandwich, something else, boom. Yeah, and that's just one side. So how many components is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 components each side, 10 components. Yeah, that's what's up. All right, so let's go ahead and get to assembling those. Let's do it. Manifold put in there, and glistening, shining, doing what it's doing. So we're gonna go ahead and put those intake boots on, and then yeah, we can actually mount up the carbs. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let me zoom out on that for y'all. Okay. It's looking like a Banshee, ain't it? So we got everything put in there. Go back to the table of parts. We got this clutch kit that we got to install next, right? So we don't finish the top end. Let's move to the bottom end. Alright, we got the clutch side off, looking pretty good in there. I'm gonna go ahead and remove these 6 bolts to get to these clutch plates. Everything else looks pretty good. Of course, we're gonna swap out that gasket. We got 1 dowel pin here. I believe there should be another one, as well as this. This has an O-ring on it. We get to swap that out. And yeah, so let's take these bolts off, get these clutch plates out, put the new clutch plates in, and boogie. Yes, sir. So Big Tay got a new pipe on that thing. That's that HMF right there. Show you.
I swear, FeevahsMotorsports, that boy, if I know what he's talking about, man.
Okay.
He said that top end ain't gonna be biting.
That's
I'm telling you, bro,
right?
it's coming up, right? Changing gears, bro.
Yeah.
It's coming up, but that thing hitting different, but it's not even the same bite, bro.
I already know.
I'm talking about that thing growling too, bro. Oh, I was punching it.
Alright, so we got the clutch cover on, clutch's plates is in there, everything buttoned back up. We're gonna stand this Banshee up and put those new radiator hoses on, and should be able to button it up from there and go ahead and start this thing. So let's do it. Alright, so we got the radiator hoses on there. Clutch is in. Top end, gaskets done. Carb, intake, manifold, all that set up. I believe we're just gonna fill it up with fluids, put some gas in it, and start it. So y'all stay tuned for that. Alright, we got Banshee all done. Yes, sir. Got it all nice and tightened up. Do a few tweaks, get it nice and going. But I believe she won't kick shawty right now. So let's go ahead, turn the key, start, bring that out. Now it's in gear. Throw some street tires on there. I don't believe I showed y'all them yet. right, we got these SS tires that we about to throw on the Banshee. Try to give it that little street look. So let's go ahead and put these guys on. This thing's looking clean. Slap them onto this Banshee right here. So
It's like the 85 thing.
yes sir, got them new tires on. Shit looking good. Feel like that's all we're doing for today. Appreciate y'all watching. Like and subscribe. We'll catch y'all next video. All right.